Okay, so Sonic Adventure. This video is sort of like a new era of Uncivil Synopsis where I basically have given up on the short format. And this is definitely like where the Uncivil Synopsis videos get a little better. There's definitely a couple of stinkers later down the road that probably aren't as good, but I do think the format does benefit from just giving up on making them short. Yeah, but overall, this video is pretty funny overall. I think just Sonic is just kind of just the material itself is just fun to talk about and make fun of because Sonic is just so goofy. There are a couple of problematic sections in this video in particular that I'm going to bring up later down the road as we get there, but besides that stuff that I ended up cutting out, this video is pretty good. Now here is a funny bit where I'm kind of pointing out all the goofy like one-liners in Sonic Adventure, like Eggman saying get a load of this and like Knuckles going oh no, and like I maybe do the Eggman bit like maybe like a little bit more than I should have, but again, the core is there. Like we're starting to kind of get a little better at cutting things down. But again, I am sort of still having the same problem I'm having with like the RE4 video where as I'm making these longer videos, I'm still kind of repeating stuff a little too much. Or I need to be like, I should be like remixing the bits a little bit. But again, because I'm like making fun of the voice clip and constantly reusing the voice clip, maybe there really wasn't much I could do.
So Sonic and Tails spend like 5 minutes flying around the egg carrier, and Eggman's all like, get a load of this.
Yeah, like man, I must have said the get a load of this voice line like 12 times in a row. I mean, people say it's funny, but from my perspective, it's like, man, I'm like kind of doing it way too much.
And Amy's all like, wow, cute couples get it for free. Sonic's just like, oh my god, you stupid dumb bitch. Sonic and Amy get separated, but Sonic...
My Amy voice is not very good.
It's pretty fun.
The Amy voice is not good, let's be real.
There's a pattern here. So the robot captured Amy and is brought onto the egg carrier. Sonic and Tails...
Also, like this running around as Sonic doing fun Sonic stuff. Again, it's like... It's a good bit, but I am doing it too much. So again, I'm still... Even though I'm going back to the longer format, I am still like running into the same problems I had before where I'm still repeating stuff. So even though the shorter video format is like it definitely like wasn't as good in the like overall like those videos are still better because like I'm kind of forced to not repeat jokes again because I have like so little time. But I think as I progress forward with these Uncivil Synopsis videos, I do think I finally kind of get my act together and they start getting a bit better.
It's pretty fun. You're playing Sonic. So now Sonic finds the stone tablet showing chaos in its ultimate form, and then Sonic is transported to the past to find the destruction of Chaos at a burning temple. Why? So the final egg is last Sonic stage, and it's pretty fun. You're playing Sonic, doing fun Sonic shit. So then you have a final
again, like the editing on those sections are like a little better.
You can beat Sonic's story in about a couple.
So I am like starting to attempt to kind of remix things even just slightly. But still, like I am still saying it, so it doesn't make much of a difference. Now, this is a big controversial aspect of when I was talking about Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2, where I'm kind of like shitting on all the other side campaigns. And I do genuinely think Sonic Adventure 1 is better than Sonic Adventure 2 because yeah, because like even like the Tails and Knuckles stages in this game are like pretty like doable, and they're pretty like okay overall. The Amy section is a little bad, kind of, but still manageable. The only like objectively bad campaign in this game is probably Big the Cat. But again, it's so short in comparison to the entire game that like it's not even that big of a deal. But Sonic Adventure 2 is like way worse in my opinion, because like you spend like a third of the game in like the shitty like mech stages that like control like complete shit. And then like the other third is spent like in like the Knuckles stages, which like they kind of fucked up. And I do explain that later on in the Sonic Adventure 2 video. So I don't want to repeat myself too much, but again, there's a funny section where like I'm still doing the voice line stuff, but like I chose a different one and like edited a bit. So again, like there's some good aspects of this video, but I still do think like I'm still struggling. Like I do think this video is still good, but I still am struggling a little bit with the longer format and like kind of repeating too much stuff.
The Master Emerald is still incomplete though, so Knuckles then heads to the egg carrier in order to find the final missing pieces. So then Knuckles goes to the sky deck, and it's not as fun as when you went there with Sonic, like no shit. Now Knuckles fights Chaos again and returns. And
one thing that does save this video a lot is because is that since all the campaigns kind of all converge over each other, I'm kind of like justified in skipping a lot of like bullshit. And that's also another funny bit where like I'm singing the lyrics of all like the terrible Sonic songs at the end credits. I do enjoy the songs though, but they're really corny and goofy, but it's really easy to make fun of it, but it's still kind of enjoyable, which I suppose kind of sums up Sonic as a series. Again, here me being a classic misogynist and making fun of Amy for being a girl who's shopping, you know.
Amy runs into Sonic, the same shit happens again, whatever. So like Amy's first stage is Twinkle Park.
God, these Amy stages.
She runs slow as shit and uses a hammer. Seems like a great
they're okay, I guess. They're better than the fucking Sonic Adventure 2 mech stages. Those things are trash. They are garbage. The E102 sections are okay though in this game.
Then Amy gets her little personal bit of Chaos Sonic lore bullshit again, and then like the same shit happens again. Amy's goal now is
see a lot of this stuff like I probably could have cut this down a little bit. Like again, I'm kind of falling into I'm kind of falling into the trap of like over explaining things that really don't have to be explained. Like this Amy bit I probably could have cut this Amy section out like half down. Cause like who gives a shit about the fucking birds? So do I have to explain the intricate lore about the fucking birds? No, I don't have to do that. Okay, here's a bad section. Here's where we're gonna have another adult conversation. Okay. So again, I haven't been really mentioning this up to this point, but during this period of time and like all the earlier videos, the earlier Uncivil Synopsis videos, I have been dropping the R word like way too much. And it's fucked up and I shouldn't have done it. One, because it's like it is kind of ableist. You shouldn't really say that. It's an offensive. It's offensive. And two, from a more personal, selfish reason, it was just really like redundant. Like I could easily just say like, oh, it's stupid or it's dumb or like, this is like a idiotic section. Like there's no point in saying the R word in lieu of these other words that you could just as easily say. And again, you just want like you know, if some people like find it offensive and like you can easily accommodate that for people, like fuck it, like why say it? There's no reason to say it. And I know there's like some freedom of speech people are like, you can't stop me from saying the word. And it's like, okay, well, yeah, you're an asshole, I guess, you know? But again, like, because I said it so much in those earlier videos, like, it's almost impossible to edit out. So honestly, I'm just going to take the L on that, which is, I'm okay with that. I'll just take the L. But this section in particular, where I'm talking about Big the Cat, I specifically cut it out because here I'm literally talking about how Big the Cat sounds R-worded, and like comparing it to that movie I Am Sam, where the actor went full R-worded. So that's just actually ableist and fucked up. So this is like a bridge too far. Okay. Like I'm like George Lucas at the end of Phantom Menace, just like, okay, I may have gone a bit far in a few places, you know. This is actually fucked up, and it's fucked. I shouldn't have included that. Because again, like, at the end of the day, everyone's kind of on a spectrum, you know, like, and there's going to be some people that are going to take offense to that. So why am I saying these like edgy gamer words? It's just dumb. But let's be fucking real here. I do low-key have the pass, okay? Let's be real here. Have you seen my YouTube channel? All right. Did you make 2 hour-and-a-half videos on the Super Smash Bros. Roster? I don't think so, okay? What'd you do? What the fuck do you do? Oh, you like trains? Okay. Oh, you spent $400 on the Millennium Falcon Lego set? Whatever, dude. Yeah, okay. You know what I mean? Like, bro, low-key, I'm like taking the power back, bro. Okay, but all jokes aside, though, like, yeah, you shouldn't say it. It's fucked up. Anyways, moving on. You ever seen that movie, I Am Sam? Yeah, maybe I should have taken the point. Maybe I should have watched the video movie and not have done the bit. Fucking. Man, it's going to be a rough watch, guys.
Then there's a super gay ass montage. So it's a pretty ass sunny day. So E102 story is all right, I guess, but
these E102 sections are pretty okay. E102's okay.
Holding the B button and running through the level, it's of course not as fun as when you're playing as fucking Sonic. Every boss fight is spinning in circles.
These E102 sections are also really funny because essentially it just becomes like E102 becoming existentially crisis, going through like the entire Nier Automata moment and just like blowing himself up at the end of the story. It's like really dark. It's like, why the fuck's this in a Sonic game, bro? And also the ending credits theme for E102 is like, it's like the best song on the soundtrack. It's a fucking banger. In fact, all the songs on this on the Sonic Adventure soundtrack are really good. Like there are like, you do get those like corny songs, like the end credit songs where like the lyrics are super like, I gotta go and fight the day away, and like, or some shit like that, you know. But it's like funny. I don't know, like it's got like a charm to it.
This song doesn't have stupid fucking lyrics, I forgot. So if you have the patience to sit through all this nonsense,
all right, here we go. All right, so here we are again, just doing dumb gamer word shit. I dropped the fucking N-word talking about how Super Sonic looks like Goku. Why the fuck am I doing this? It's so fucking stupid. And again, I'm basically like referencing the Soulja Boy song where like, he's like, bitch, I look like Goku or whatever. I don't even remember. It's so fucking stupid. It's a stupid bit. This shit's just cringe as fuck. I look back on this, I'm just like, God, this is so fucking embarrassing. But again, like this was that era of 2016 YouTube where like no one gave a shit, but at the end of the day, like, despite people not giving a shit, it was still fucked up. Like, it still wasn't good, okay? It's indefensible. It's that simple. And obviously, if there's, like, any black people watching, like, obviously I don't have to explain this shit, but, like, honestly, to, like, I gotta talk about it with like, because I know there's like a couple of fucking white dudes in this fucking video who are gonna watch this shit and just be like, oh, what's the big deal, Sam? Oh, they say it in the hip hop songs, you know, like, but like, fucking Jesus Christ, like again, like if you're using the N-word in a joke or any other context like that, you're just killing the vibes. You're making people uncomfortable for no reason. And again, let's be fucking real. Let's be fucking real. If my face was on camera back in 2016 when I was making this video, you wouldn't catch me ever saying this shit. I wouldn't fucking say it, okay? It's cringe. It's corny as fuck. It's inauthentic. It's dumb. It's just stupid. At its worst, like, even if you're just like, even if you have good intentions and you're just trying to be funny, like, at the end of the day, like, it's just really disrespectful to black people. Because, like, not only are you, like, sort of hand-waving the fact that, like, black people are still experiencing, like, actual systematic racism on a daily basis, but it's also just, like, this whole, like, conversation you shouldn't even have to be having. You know what I mean? Like, because if society as a whole actually solved these issues and we lived in like that imaginary world where electing Obama as president actually like ended racism again after MLK ended racism the first time, if we lived in that imaginary world, then there wouldn't be this social taboo around the N-word to begin with. And like all these edgy white people wouldn't even want to say it. They wouldn't even want to say it. So now instead of focusing on the problems that like actually matter, we now have to have this stupid conversation with like the whitest motherfuckers imaginable are just like, why can't I sing along to the YG song? The words are in the lyrics. It's hypocritical for black people to say the N-word and not let me say it. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. Shut the fuck up. Okay, this is the stupidest hill to die on. It's so fucking dumb. Like, holy shit, if you just want to say the N-word that bad, then just fucking say it and shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up and don't complain if people think you're racist. Because let's be fucking real. If you're still arguing about the ethical usage of saying the N-word in 2024, you're probably a little racist. And you should do some self-reflection. Also, that's one of the biggest reasons I clipped this section out because, like, bro, I don't even want to be, like, associated with any of these motherfuckers who act like this. You know what I mean? Because, like, again, like, even if you have the best intentions as a video creator and you just want to make some funny jokes or you just want to be goofy, at the end of the day, leaning too much into like this edgy humor and saying all these gamer words and taking the South Park approach to freedom of speech, then you just end up garnering this audience of people who hype up your edgy takes and make you play into your worst instincts. And you ultimately arrive at this terrible situation where like, you're just creating a breeding ground for like the most hateful, weirdo, racist motherfuckers, you know? And YouTube during this period of time around 2016 was chock full of stuff like this. And like, it wasn't good. It was a fucked up time. Anyways, this bitch looks like Goku. Look at it. This bitch looks like Goku. Anyways, moving on.
So now the island Knuckles was protecting falls back down to Earth again for whatever fucking reason. Sonic runs into Knuckles and Eggman.
This is a fun behind the scenes commentary. What do you guys think of Sonic Adventure DX? Is it good? Is it bad? What do you guys think of Gamer Words? Leave a comment. Let me know. Like the video. Subscribe to the video. Anyways. Yeah, this Supersonic section at the end is like a pretty cool pop-off for the game. I do kind of think like this is a section of the video, like again, I kind of had this problem with like the Uncivil Synopsis videos where like I'm starting to get the pacing down, but again, like I'm explaining all this shit that like I really don't have to explain this shit. Like why Sonic can become supersonic and like use the energy of the like who gives a fuck, bro? I should have just been like, here's Supersonic, you're playing Supersonic, you know? And like the Amy section I probably could have cut down in half. Like there's a lot of like, while the pacing is still pretty good, there's definitely like there's a lot more fat I could have cut out in this video. Which again, like I do enjoy this video format like the longer video format as opposed to the short videos. But yeah, I'm still kind of running into that issue where like I'm still kind of just spinning my wheels too much or like repeating jokes too much. But again, this is kind of the start of the new era of Uncivil Synopsis where things are starting to get better. But yeah, overall, not a terrible video. It's still pretty good. I do like this video overall. Besides that one part and besides that other part. Besides those two parts, this video is still, it's pretty good. All right, next video.